All right. Take number 13.
Well, we're here at least, Dawn.
We're here, and we're trying all different kinds of things. I installed the most recent iPhone version update, the 14.4, something like that, because there were so many bugs in the updates, and now I think it might have added a few more bugs to my phone.
So maybe it's better, maybe it's worse.
I don't
We'll
know.
find out, Dawn.
I don't know.
It's gotta work. It's gotta work.
Yes, hopefully. I don't know where we are struggling with the microphones and all this gadgetry.
We are, but it's okay. We appreciate you watching
And hanging in there with us.
There with our little blurp, blurp, blurp. Is that what it does when it kind of skips? We think that's a Wi-Fi issue, and that we are working on.
But what's really weird is some customers it doesn't do it, and some customers it does. Some devices it does it, some devices it doesn't. So how do we know?
Some people go out and they come back in and it works. Some people go out and come back in and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Hi, Elena. I've been thinking of you and hoping that you are surviving your atmospheric river out there in San Francisco. Right. According to the news, it does look kind of bad out there. So our thoughts and prayers are with you out there for sure. We have a really fun show for you this morning. Diane is going to be here, and she is going to show us. I know. Why have we? This is a product that's been around, and I did not know about it, I guess. And now that Diane's goes, well, I've been using it all the time. I'm like, why haven't she let us know?
100 years ago that came out.
Yeah.
And it came, and I thought it went away, but I guess it didn't. Thank you, Tim Holtz.
Yeah, so we're all going to get organized around here now.
Well, Dawn, another product that's been around for a little bit. How do you like that? It's just like the TV news when they're going to the weather. Is the Wink of Stella brush. And this puts on a little glitter. I'm going to shake it up a bit. I'm going to show you the clear. But what I really want to show everybody, Dawn, is this set. And it's called the Christmas Sparkle, but don't let the word Christmas fool you. It's
I wonder why they did that.
A silver and a clear, so you get the 3 top sellers in one pack. It's $18.99. And I'm going to show you what they look like, because the gold and the silver were a bit of a mystery to me. I didn't really know what they look like, and I took this home, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
And are you going to show us how to start?
I am.
Good. I was hoping when I saw that.
There's a lot of questions when people buy the Wink of Stella. We get phone calls because they don't work. They can't get the ink to come out, and I'm going to show you how to do that too.
And just before, Anna Palier, I wanted to let you know, we did start a live video. We were testing sideways, so that's probably why you got a notification that we were live, and then we were gone.
We're back.
So it wasn't your phone or your Wi-Fi. That was truly us.
That was us.
And but we're back now.
So it's important to shake your Wink of Stella brushes. Sorry, I have no transition for that. Because it gets the glittery part in your ink, keeps it in the tip, and keeps it shook up. I'm all shook up, kind of like Elvis Presley or whatever. Anyway, I thought I would use it on this bloom word, and you just brush it lightly. And actually, I don't know if you can tell, but I did half of that last night. Can you see the sparkle, Dawn, or is it hard to see?
Not at all.
All right, well, let's just put some more on there.
Put some more on there.
That's what I'm afraid of. The clear might not show on the video.
This demo's going to be a bust because I'm sorry you guys can't see it, but it really is pretty. Wow, I'm trying to...
Here's one way to do it. I'm putting it over a word. I'm going to show you how to put it on a die cut. If you make any of Janet's kits, you'll see the use of Wink of Stella a lot in those. And it might show up better on here, Dawn. I'm going to...
Trust us when we say that is...
It's amazing.
That it's all sparkly, but it really is, and we cannot see that at all.
Now, the reason I wanted to show it is a lot of us use Nouveau drops, and they're awesome also. This is a little faster, and you don't have to wait for it to dry, because I always end up putting my hands in the Nouveau drops unless we put it up high out of reach. But here's a couple little die cut hearts, and I'm just going to cover them with this, and you're going to see, I'll just do one, and then you can see how sparkly it gets. And it just adds a little bit to your cards or your projects. And you can just paint it on there. You can see how you like it. And if you want to add more, you can. And if you want to add less, you cannot. But you can see how it's just going to add a little sparkle.
And we're going to come back to that and see, because you'll see how that dries.
Yeah, it'll dry.
But all you see then is the sparkle. But thank goodness it did go on a little bit darker, because we were able to see that go on.
Yeah, I think it
But
shows
trust
better.
us, all that's left when it dries is all this yummy sparkle.
All right, so that's the clear. Doesn't show that well on camera, but let's go to the silver.
Okay.
So when you get your pens, you have this black ring there, and you don't want that. That's preventing the ink from going into the barrel. So you unscrew this part, take this off, throw it away, put this back on, and it'll pop open the ink and let it flow through the barrel. You want to shake it. And let me pull the tip off. You can see the tip is still white, and we want silver. So I'm shaking it, and there's a little word here that says push. So you squeeze this barrel. Now when I opened the gold last night, I did squeeze it a little too hard, but you'll know, don't do this on your project.
Don't do this at home.
Don't do it on scratch paper. You do not want to do it on your project. See, it's coming out. See how it came out really heavy right away? And then once you get going, it's just a really nice light.
Oh my
silver
gosh,
sparkle. You can see it.
I have never used the gray or the silver.
I haven't either. That's why I was so in awe of it. So I have a card here that I think maybe Janet had made. And Janet, if you're watching, I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to embellish it a little bit. I thought maybe adding some of this silver to the edge of these butterfly wings would really, I got to keep getting that coming out, would really add a little bit. And it's one of those things, Dawn, that is there, and maybe you don't notice it, but if you look at it without it, it just adds a lot of little extra special sparkle.
What Kellie's using are these Wink of Stella. It's a 3-pack. It's gold, clear, and silver, and they add sparkle to anything that you put them on. Now the gray and the gold will also add a touch of color. The silver, or the clear, just totally sparkle, no color. But what I like is the silver and the gold adds a touch of color too.
Dawn, I hope you're going to be able to see this. I think it's pretty neat. It added shimmer. I just went over a lot of the whole thing, and it's still somewhat transparent.
Ooh,
so can you see that?
That's gorgeous. Oh, I like what that did.
Yeah, it's really neat.
It made it almost antique or vintage.
Yeah, kind of platinum-y.
Oh my! Here, let me look at that up close.
Take a gander at that.
And you can see, I think they can see online. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see the sparkle.
Now the other thing I was wanting to do is I wanted to add it to these butterflies. I'm kind of doing it in the air here, which makes it not as easy. And I probably would have done it maybe before I put them on, but it just added a little more definition to the butterflies by adding that silver sparkle to their bodies.
Is that vintage, or is that 49 in market?
I think it's
paper
a
in the
previous,
background.
I think it's a previous, yeah.
I like that. And then I like how you added that flower and the words.
I wonder what would happen if we did this. Let's just do it so people can see it. So you can just kind of roughly
So it's
fill
almost
in.
like you're watercoloring.
It is.
Oh, fun.
So you could add, I do kind of like that. Just like you said, like a watercolor. Okay, so that is some silver. And then I want to show you the gold. The gold is a little bit more opaque than the silver. And let's see, I did put it on something. Let's put it in the middle of this flower right here. And then I think maybe you'll be able to see that if you hold it up, Dawn. Can you see it?
Oh, there we
Are
go.
we demoing something that we can't see?
No, they can see it now. When you move it, they can see how it sparkles. I like it.
Now here's the gold. I feel like if you get this 3-pack, you're covered with your gold, your silver, and your clear. You can purchase the clear, and it comes in a 3-pack also. So I guess if I was going to buy it, I probably would share this with friends, or I would get the 3-pack with the silver. So I found this, got a little bit on the table there. I found this fall card, and I thought this might be kind of pretty to add some gold highlights to. So I'm just going to add some into the flowers.
Corrine says the white and the clear work great for snow on Christmas cards.
Oh, yes,
I like
they
that.
would.
Okay, how should we store them? With the brush up or down?
Mine are sideways, so that doesn't really answer any question. I think if you store them with the brush up, it doesn't matter because you're going to be kind of shaking them, and you're going to be pressing on the barrel to get your ink to come out. So anyhow, I'm just adding highlights, and I'm hoping that you can kind of see these.
Yeah, when you're done, I'll lift up the card, and I think...
Then you can see it better.
Yeah, because I can see it quite a bit now.
And you can kind of, you don't have to be an artist. You can just kind of put it where you want. And Dawn, let me stick some silver in there just for ha-has. And you can see it has a nice brush tip.
Okay, Nancy says she stores hers flat too.
So there's the brush tip.
And Candace says she used the orange on all of her fall stuff.
Oh, I bet that was beautiful.
Okay, Julie says she stores hers brush tip down and doesn't have any problems. So thank you, everybody. What I wanted to mention is that these do come in a lot of colors, and you'll find them if you type in Wink of Stella on the website. They do come, there's black and pink and green and blue, red. Kellie's just showing the gold, silver, and clear today, but they do.
Christmas pack, which I thought was like, wow.
But there, wow, you can really tell how that all sparkles. And so when your friends get this, it makes it look like a store-bought card, because who can do all this sparkle stuff? Well, you can, and you make it easy.
It's very subtle. It's very subtle, and I think that's why I like it. And I really like adding it to flowers. And this was actually watercolored, and then I just added the clear to it. I have to wonder if my clear, oh no, I got it. It's not. And then I thought I might add the gold to the dragon.
Yeah, we can't see that. Ooh, that's pretty.
And with the fine tip, it makes it very easy just to color inside the lines. So there's the gold.
Oh my gosh, so I could see absolutely watercoloring with these. How fun would that be?
So Dawn, what I was thinking was, I think the gold would be really amazing on the Lucky Charm collection with all the coins and the lucky, the gold pieces. I would definitely put it on here.
Absolutely, good idea.
And I think it would be beautiful on here.
Oh, the vintage ancestry.
You'll see more.
Not to be confused with vintage artistry.
So I just think you could highlight some of your flowers, and it would just give it like this. I think would be really neat with some silver on it. So whenever you go and you make something, you can just kind of look at it and think about what would you add. And look at this paper was the new Summer from Four Seasons P13. And what I was thinking was some of these sunflowers.
That would be so pretty.
If you added some gold to that, I think that would be gorgeous also. So it's just a little extra tool. Oh gosh, the butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little extra something to have in your craft room to add now and then when you want to add a little embellishment. And like I said, I had not used the gold or the silver, so I was kind of excited to open them up and give them a try. And Dawn, here's the gold.
And they're asking if you press or squeeze the whole time. Nope, no. Just get it started, and then
if it starts to kind of like feel like your brush is
getting dry,
then I would just squeeze it right there, and it'll fill up your barrel. You've got kind of an ink barrel here where it goes in, and you can see it. Gosh, look at my finger, Dawn. That looks pretty nice on my finger,
You've been glitterized. Paint your fingernails with it, Kellie. Let's see. No, let's see what that does.
I don't think so. So anyhow, that's the Wink of Stella in the gold, the silver, and clear. It's just fun, and I just wanted to show it today because I had not used it before.
And do you think that is what I'm trying to... For those of you who do want to paint your fingernails, I wonder if it'll come off when you wash.
Oh, I don't know. I bet it does.
Oh my gosh.
I can't quit because I just want to, because now I'm thinking, well, maybe I could add a little silver, just some lines into where these lines are, just kind of go over it. So you can just keep, like I said, you just can't stop.
Mary says gold finger.
Oh, that's right. James Bond.
Okay.
Anyhow, that was my little thing for today, Dawn. I appreciate everyone bearing with us. I really love the butterfly. I think that is
I don't know,
spectacular.
You
can really see that one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
And there are not refills for these. You just get a new one. These are not refillable.
And there's the heart. You can see what the one we did and the one we didn't do.
Yeah, and all that's left is sparkle now. That has dried. Okay.
Right.
Well, I don't know where Diane is, but when Diane comes over, let's talk about all the new stuff that's come in, and then Diane will be on her way over.
Let's do that. This is probably our favorite. This little brush came in from Pink and Maine.
And
ergonomic brush.
we've had those, but they're back in stock. They were out.
Oh, they feel amazing.
Oh, that is one of those, not like, I would call it life-changing. It's not the actual brand life-changing brushes,
but
it's life-changing because it's so smooth and all of your inks go on like butter.
And we have the larger one. So we do have is that 2-inch, and this is a 1 inch?
A 1 inch. There's Diane. She's back.
Okay, you want to show your stuff?
Okay. Diane will show her stuff, and then we'll come back to what is back in stock.
Good morning, everybody. This is a product I've been using for a long time, ever since they come out. They've probably been out since we opened. I don't know, since Tim
long
Holtz.
time.
Long time. And they're a plastic holder like this, and they have holes. He used to have, this is his new binder, but he used to have another binder, which I've never used. I've just used these.
Here, let me get a close-up of that.
It's a 3-ring binder, nice leather. They're $28.99, and it will hold a lot.
It's pretty thick. I don't
Yeah.
know if people can see how thick that is, but it's pretty thick.
But I've always liked these because they have holes and they're just really sturdy. But I've never brought it up because I didn't think we could get them anymore.
See, we all thought it was a discontinued product.
And then when I was checking in freight a couple weeks ago, I thought, oh my gosh, these are what I've been wanting.
I just found them just scanning through storage items because everybody is asking about storing dyes. And so I was just searching and found them, thought, oh, well, let's take a look.
Well, I was excited to see them back in because I needed more. Everybody has their own way of storing dyes, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th different way I've stored them, but I really like these for like my alphabets, so I don't lose any of them. If you have it just in here like this, they have a tendency to come off, even though this is magnetic.
So does that come with the set, the magnetic sheets?
No.
Okay.
The magnetic sheets are, they come off.
Okay.
Right like that. So if you put them in this envelope,
they stay,
and you're not going to lose any of them. That's why
I like
that
that too.
Especially for all of my alphabets, which I have a lot. The magnetic sheets are these that you can cut down.
Okay, can you measure what size those sheets are?
Or the Lawn Fawn. The Lawn Fawn ones are heavier. They're a little, I think, thicker.
They're probably more magnetic, but they're also more expensive.
Right.
So in this one, you get 5 8.5 by 11 magnetic storage cards, and they're $27.99. Yeah. Whereas these
are 3 sheets, and they're $9.99.
What am I measuring? This or that?
They want to know the envelopes, how big those are.
They're 7 by 8.5.
7 by 8.5 are the size.
Not quite 7.
Okay.
Maybe 6 3/4.
6 3/4 for the.
Look at that! How cool that looks.
Yeah, that's the new alphabet. But another thing I do is I put them back to back. Well, okay, I always put what they are on the back.
That's good.
So I know if I'm using them for a project or anything, I know exactly what style it is. And there's the other one. And I do put 2 in one container. So I have a set on the front. And I have all of them. These are all different sets, but I have all my A's together, all my B's, C's. So I can go and I can use a variety of my sizes or just pick out the big ones or the little ones. And the same way, these are the rest of the alphabet.
And yes, you do cut down the magnetic sheets to fit into the plastic envelopes.
Yes. This is all my numbers. So I have all my numbers of all the different dies I have. Front and back.
Oh, wow. That's fun.
Yeah.
Here, let me just give this tip. Mary says that she writes on her magnetic sheets how many dies are on the sheet. So then at the end of the day, after she's been to a crop, she can count to make sure all of her dies are on that sheet. Or if she needs to get down on the floor and look some more.
Okay, so then...
Thanks, that's a great tip.
I started using all the Elizabeth Craft dies.
The Planner Essential
you get
dies.
like 8 or 10 dies in each one. So I thought, well, that's another good way of storing all of those, because there's so many different components to these Elizabeth Crafts. So they're all in one envelope. And then, like I said before, I cut out the words, because the words sometimes are so hard to figure out what you have.
Yes.
So now I know exactly what it is, and then I put the number. I just cut that out of the package, so I know what number it is.
That's a good idea. That's a good tip. And so the magnetic sheets that she cuts down, she keeps all those extra little things that she cuts off and uses them also. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
They want to know how many sheets you can get in an album. We'll count those up, Sue, and see if give you an idea of how many we can get in an album.
But this is all of my Elizabeth Craft, and I just love it because they're all contained. So this is like one set of dies. It's in one envelope.
Okay. Great, great, great ideas.
Yeah.
We're going to count here and see how many she's got in this. And it looks like even with all those, you still, and that's 2 sets of dice, front and back, so
Right,
that's
on
pretty
those.
thick.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, she's got 9 sheets in there, and there's probably room for what, maybe
Couple
4,
more, 2 or 3 more.
2 to 4 more.
Yep.
And
These come, there's 8.
8 pockets?
8 in a
Oh, wow, I didn't know there was that many.
Yeah, for $5.99.
Oh, so
really,
they're-
really reasonable.
Okay, and the size of the pocket is 6 3/4 by 8.
Well,
Is that
it's
what
8.5 by 7.
8.5 by
this-
7.
that
Okay.
dimension.
The
But-
inside.
But
was
the
a little
inside we
Right.
think was a little
Yeah.
less than the 7.
Yes. Now, for stamps,
We should show that because that
you
fits.
have to cut it down.
Oh, you do?
Yes, because I do have some of my stamps in these. You have to, if you want to leave them on this, you have to cut it down.
Oh, he didn't plan that very well, did he? But if you just put the stamps in there without...
So-
If you just put the stamps in there, you're
Oh,
Okay,
But
that's...
Well,
I
yeah.
like to leave them on here, and then I cut that out.
why can't you just put this in the book?
Yeah,
You
that-
can. You
So
can.
let's see what that does. Okay, so the Tim Holtz stamps
Yeah.
come on the hard plastic and
with holes.
with holes in it, so you can just slide those in there. Now, you probably wouldn't be able to get quite as many in there because they are thicker, his thicker stamps, but that's a great way to store all of your Tim Holtz stamps too. And then you can just peel off the one that you need and put it right back on.
But if you have, some of his stamps just are, they don't stay on here sometimes.
Because you
So
use
then
them a lot.
you Use them a lot. So then that's when this would come in to play.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And then these are some other Sizzix. If you don't want a binder, we have the large ones. These are, I'm not sure what size. You get 9 by 6 1/4. They're $6.99 for 2. So if you have like a bin or an antique box or something that you want to put your dies in, envelopes like this.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
What do you need?
Mary would like to know if these fit in a regular 3-ring binder. Or these. Do these fit in a regular
Yes,
3?
they do.
They do?
I already know it.
Okay.
So then these would also.
All right. So Mary asked, do the stamps and these these fit in a regular 3-ring binder? And the answer is yes, they do.
I have a 6x8 binder that I use, that I have these in, and they work just fine.
Okay, but they don't have the zipper.
No,
So if
no.
you're going to a lot of crops, you might want the zipper to contain if anything falls out. But if you're just going to store them at home, just an open 3-ring binder might work
And
also.
I have mine divided into Christmas, alphabet. I have all my holiday ones together, and then just generic ones. And then all my Elizabeth Craft ones are in their own binder too, because I have a lot.
Yeah, and we're all starting to collect all of those because they're all so amazing. Oh, and we just had a Zoom call last night with Els from Elizabeth Crafts, and her new planner essentials. Oh my gosh, you guys! So she's going to let us know they're on a slow boat, and they were expected to be in a lot sooner, but they're not. But as soon as they become available, she was going to let us know so we can get them ordered and get them in the store, and we'll let you know because they are
Good stamps. She had good stamps too.
the whole thing. Words going down the sides of like your planner,
Today, really in big letters.
and then this week, and really good stuff. So, okay, well, thank you, Diane, for sharing that with us. Appreciate your organization tips. And okay, so back to
Back to here, Dawn.
Yeah.
Flip back over here. All right. Well, we mentioned the little brush that came in, so we should mention the other Pink and Main product. These are the little epoxies, but they have glitter in them or sparkle.
and I loved the spring colors of these.
Yeah.
They will
Hey,
go
we're
with. We
ready
need to
for
put those
spring.
on the P13 rack with all the spring and
Yes,
summer
they're
line
perfect with that.
they would look really good.
And
They are online, but no pictures yet.
Okay.
And check
And
out
where
this
are they
embossing
online
folder.
at?
This is under miscellaneous embellishments and miscellaneous embossing.
Embossing folders? Okay.
So under embossing folders, you'll find this really cool stripe. And we need to just do this. And see what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah. And it's the 6x6 size. So for those of you who different shaped cards, this would be great. I thought it looked almost like shiplap.
Should we do it?
Well, sure.
we
Do you
do
have a die cutting machine over here?
No, I don't.
Okay, Mary's asked, when you
pink.
put your dies in a binder, do you keep them according to manufacturer, or would you put like things together? I would put like things together.
All my Christmas stuff is together.
Yeah, you want them by theme for sure, because otherwise you're gonna forget which brand had which die, and I would find that pretty
And
confusing.
Putting all your alphabets together so you know you can use a combination of all of them or
And that's a good tip too, that you don't always have to use all the alphabets
the same.
the same.
No.
Especially, you could do your beginning letter with this tall, the new stretch font, and then add the rest of the letters small would be really fun. It creates a lot of visual interest. Okay,
Dawn,
Kelly.
I'm just going to do this real quick.
Kelly's
I had
doing
this-
a live
I had
demo
this
for
piece
us.
of red.
We didn't even plan on this
I
one.
hope I've got my sandwich correct. It feels like it.
All right. Let's see how it turned out.
Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the red. Can you see it?
There. Oh, yeah.
Oh
there
my
we
gosh,
go. Oh, that
that's
is a
cool.
great one.
Isn't that neat? Or you have the back.
There. Oh, yeah. That's
So you can use
fun.
Either side. That's different. It's really different. I like it.
But what I like is you could do your message on the lines. So stamp the different lines with your message. Oh, that's cool.
I like
Wow.
that it's pink.
Yeah.
Plus it's pink, so you got to give it credit.
Pink is always good.
So the other Pink and Main item that we got are these dies, which are the slimline dies, and they've got the flowers in them. And Dawn, do you know what that says?
It says with
With
sympathy.
sympathy. Okay.
Yep. And so it's a nice with sympathy. It's got the shadow. You've got the scalloped border. And so that would make a really quick and easy sympathy card. I like that a
It
lot.
looks like it would fit in a business size envelope.
Oh,
also,
sure.
So that's nice.
And
All
how much
right.
is that?
That
We don't know.
$19.99.
That's pretty good
Diane
price
says
for that.
$19.99.
Don't quote me on
It is
that,
good, but don't quote her. Okay, so that's our pink, and now we're going to move on to green.
Okay. All right.
This is all back in stock, Dawn. This stuff went wild. This Lucky Charm, Tula, and Norbert. So we got in the papers with the cut-aparts and the rainbows.
I think it was so popular because it's pretty generic. Like, look at that buffalo,
Yeah, you
or
could
well,
use
it's not
that.
really gingham. Gingham
And then
green.
we've got kind of a light pattern on the back, a monotone. I think what I like about it is all the orange that they used with the green. I think that's amazing, and they threw in that blue. I would take my gold Wink of Stella and highlight some of those
Oh, there you
points.
go, Kelly.
And we got the shamrock paper, and Dawn, get ready.
I know, my plaid, and that's
your
a great
plaid.
plaid.
And we got in the collection packs also. So those are back in stock too.
And if you missed Monday's demo, Teresa demoed all these papers on Monday, and they're really cute. Her cards
There's
that she
pictures.
made with that.
Another opportunity for your gold Wink of Stella. This was in the basket. It's called hot chocolate. Is this a new color or hot fudge? Is this
Oh,
a new
hot
color?
fudge! Yes, it is. It is
So
because we struggle to find a good brown,
Yeah.
and that's that good, deep, rich brown. So
Not
yes,
to mention it's called hot fudge. So
Well.
you can't beat that.
Ooh, that makes me want a hot fudge sundae.
Speckled egg Dawn is back.
Yay.
So we were down to just the oxides, but we got back in the distress, and we got back in the glaze, the distress glaze.
I think
and
that's going to be a good color
the
for
oxide
Easter.
spray. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, that's a
And
good-
It's a good color for sky from the 49 in Market.
Oh, yes, it
It's a perfect
is.
color for that.
Oh, I should do some of that embossing glaze.
Okay, then the sheer shimmer. This is a new product.
Yep.
And we've got it in frost, silver, and gold. And this, you got it. You can see the shimmer right there on the bottom. So you got to shake it up before you spray it. And Maggie has been doing a lot of stuff with sprays. And I'm so happy we were able to find a good product for it.
Maggie, at the end, her mixed media projects are not finished until she has added either splatter or a spray. And so we got these in for her. And there's
They were
also,
hard to find.
yeah.
It's hard to find that.
And so she was really excited yesterday when that all came in, and she could start spraying all of her projects.
Okay, here's the stamp. I'm sorry, we skipped around. There's no transition here. Here's the Tula and Norbert Lucky Charm stamp, and Katie's going to be doing some Copic coloring with this. In just a couple weeks, she'll be here with some coloring for
Oh,
us.
good.
So we know that'll be entertaining. This is a die that you told me I needed to buy,
Yes, the Dainty Blossoms.
and they are very dainty. Back here you can see in the orange, they're just a nice little highlight to add to your projects. And again, I think this would look really cool with some of that 49 in Market.
Well, for those of you who are doing Maker Mania this weekend, I think a couple of the stores are using these
using
Dainty
this?
Blossoms
Oh,
on
right.
some of their projects. So,
That's
yes.
pretty cool. And these are $23.99, and you get what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 dies for $23.99.
they're beautiful silhouettes, floral silhouettes.
And thinking about Diane's dies here and everything, here's a Planner Essentials. What is this? Number 2 is in stock.
And that's the slots ones that everybody
yes.
has been wanting.
Yeah, and a nice page and tags. And we showed this when we were showing Diane's binder, but this Teresa used the ornate frames from Tim Holtz. It's a real versatile. Dawn, you use this on some projects.
I like this set. I do have this set. But what Teresa did was she just stamped these in black and then cut them and then used them as her background on her
yeah.
card
Yeah, she did.
to like ground her image. So that was, I don't know. I thought that was
different Very cool.
okay. The Dainty Blossom is a restock. We haven't had it for maybe a couple
I
months.
think Leanne loved that one.
Yeah, in fact, we brought this in last summer. Last spring when the show. And so then we haven't had it for a while and brought it back in because, like I said, some stores are using this in their projects, and we do love that. And we actually created cards using these blossoms like that. They're just good floral silhouettes.
I think they're kind of nice for slimline cards because they're a little bit longer, the dies are. So I think you could do something with slimlines. All right, this is the paper that Maggie used yesterday, the heavyweight cardstock, and we had it yesterday. I don't know if we sold out or not, but we're replenished. So if you saw Maggie's demo, it's here. And then we've got in this mini stencils from Tim Holtz. There's set number 20, and what I love about these is the music.
I was just going to zoom in on the music.
And the dots. It does have a Christmas one, so some people are working on next year's cards, Dawn.
Oh my gosh.
We aren't yet, but some people are. So that's here. Back in stock, the album case, which holds your album or your supplies. Janet thought this was a great product to like keep all your heritage memorabilia and things in.
And let's give the size. I think people were asking the size last time. Is it 14?
12 and a half by 13 and 3/4 by 4. I don't know. Maybe you can zoom in. It's right there in pink.
12 and a half, 13 and 3/4 by 4. So that fits your
So it
big
is nice. It
big
even
papers.
has a handle so you can easily haul it from your craft room to your dining room table, or wherever you're working. And then we also got in the stars, and we haven't played with these yet.
yes.
But this cuts, well, it kind of shows you here, I
Is
guess.
Chris working today?
No.
Okay, Chris, if
Yeah,
you're
we got something
watching,
for
we
Chris.
got a project for you.
So what's cool, Dawn, is this is like a companion die. This is $9.99, and this is $20.99. Look at all the dies. And what I read about it is it's a companion, so you can see where they layered the stars there.
Mm-hmm.
So not only would you just have a nice set of star dies, but it fits into this here.
So it works like the triple square die.
This is right there.
Right here, yes. So it works like this. Here, I'll give that to you.
Sorry.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so it works like that card, but it's a star. And I thought for graduation cards coming up, the star would be amazing. All you have to do is you're a star on it, and it'll be great. So there we go.
Yeah, for birthday, graduation, real versatile. Stars are.
Oh, Chris says she's thinking already. Yay! So either patriotic or graduation, it's going to be, or birthday.
Yeah,
Stars always work for birthdays. So that's going to be a great one.
So I think that's what we've got, Dawn.
Oh, price on Wink of Stella, please. Yeah, the singles I think are $7.20.
We don't have singles anymore, though.
In the colors.
Oh, do we have?
Yeah,
some? Okay.
We can go over there and we'll show you the singles that we have, and the triple packages are
$18.99, and you can get all clear, or you can get the Christmas, silver, gold, and clear. So you can get one of each, and they're online. If you go to pens and markers and go to Zig, they're right there online there.
okay.
Right there online there.
Right. All right. Well, let's walk over. We'll show you what we have for colors for Wink of Stella. And here's our distress embossing glazes. We have, I think, every color. Glitter. Okay, here we are. Oh, where'd they all go?
I think they're all triples now. I think they're sold out, the rest of them.
Oh my gosh, we had a whole line of them right there. Okay, we don't have any singles anymore. We have just these sets. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't think you can get them, but
Well, alrighty then.
we'll look into some other colors, though, some other sets.
Well, and then like these Spectrum Noir, these are the same idea with the glitter, but in the colors. And so you'll find these online also. So that one is Vintage Tea,
Spectrum, those should come right up.
Shades of Spring, Perfect Pastels. And then the Nouveau Aquaflow pens are, again, the exact same concept, the glitter. They're good for watercoloring and glitter, and have the glitter in them. Yes.
All right.
Yep. Okay,
All right,
but good for watercoloring your
Yeah.
images.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks, Diane, for showing us your great storage. Come to my house. I can use just a little help. I think we all could. So have a wonderful day. We're open late tonight till 7.
Yes.
So if
All
you're
right.
out and about, come on in.
All right. Nancy wants to know if we have the Nouveau Sparkle pen in clear. We have the Nouveau glitter marker. Let's see. This is Sweet Apricot. and pressed peony. I do not see the Nouveau glitter pen or sparkle pen. But Nancy, if you decide you want that, let us know and we'll try to get that in here for you.
We do have the Lawn Fawn glitter pen.
Very good.
It's $5.99.
All right, super.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.